Thanks for coming back. The XRP team is glad to have you. Thanks for all allowing you to wait any longer. As Friday morning gets closer, let's talk about what's going on with XRP right now. Finally, please remember that today is a great day. Right now, everything looks like it's in good shape. No, there are a few handfuls of coins that are missing. That's something else I should bring up. But if you look at the past, last week it looked like almost the whole market was going up right now. In USD has gone up by about 7.3%, and the price of 3.05s has gone up by 1.4%. Bitcoin is worth about 0.3% more than it was. Right now, the market is worth more than 180 billion. Also, a huge 6.2 billion worth of trades have happened in the last 24 hours. As always, I want to quickly say something that might not be true. There is nothing on this station that is meant to help you with your money. If you want to invest in cryptocurrency, you should always be careful and do your own study. So, let us go over some important things you should remember. Next, we'll talk about pricing and then the study will be over. I'm glad you like these short reports. Since the beginning, the feedback has been very good. You can see you'll be kept up to date on these changes, so please keep giving your support. EF flows, on the other hand, are stocks. On September 11, about 552.7 million Bitcoin and 113 million Ethereum were bought. Some people think that we aren't seeing those flows come in, and there was a short-term problem with this issue about 2.5 weeks ago. Also, you should know that whales are going cash with their Bitcoin and sending it to Ethereum. These funds are being sent to a number of different currencies. This is how the real start of Bitcoin season looks. The fact that power is going down doesn't always mean that it will go away. We need to get more knowledge about how this works technically. You can still see that the numbers for exchange-traded funds are crazy, which is something we should not ignore in any way. Read what Zoom has to say. During the XRP has had one of the highest values possible, and it will continue to do so in the future. In fact, XRP will hit a brand new high point. This process is called price discovery. Based on what we saw with XRP not long ago, I agree with that statement. A lot of people really want me to set an unofficial personal best instead of a legal one, but I'm really close to doing both. As a whole, the market is getting hotter, and the price of an extra piece is staying the same. This makes me think that may happen soon. I also think that the drop in interest rates could really get people excited about the Bitcoin market. Everything is going well so far. But first, let us look at this. What Zoom has said is all acceptable to me. As of now, I still think that CODIS is still in the very early stages of turning real-world goods into tokens. Yet, the worth of real things on the blockchain has grown to an all-time high of 29 billion. In addition to tokenizing real-world assets, we've heard that BlackRock is also thinking about tokenizing ETFs, which will be very interesting. Still, this news on this doesn't surprise us. Let's look at this. There is a 93% chance that the market will see one rate drop this week, according to the CME FedWatch tool. This means that it will happen in September. After that, it says that one rate might go down to 4.25%. It's okay. I'm sorry about that. Yes, that is true. On the other hand, that means about 0.25 VPS and a 92% chance that 2 cuts will be made before. That is crazy. From what we can tell, there will be cuts in 2 areas. To say it again, I've been talking about this on my channel. What I believe will happen. In fact, I think the best thing that could happen is for the Federal Open Market Committee, the FOMC, to lower interest rates twice in one meeting. People have more money now that the rate has dropped from 0.25 BPs to 0. 5 BPs, that money could flow into markets like these, which is where the real excitement is. People who want to invest in things that have a higher risk, it's easy to understand that they're willing to think about those kinds of options. But take a look at this list of the Canary XRP ETF and the Fidelity Solana ETF from the DCC. I hope that all of you know that knowing what's coming is an important part of this. This is one of the first steps that are made before an ETF goes public. It's a huge deal. Does it really look like it will happen soon? That's the question. Personally, I think it should stay unsaid. We're going to talk about how much attention these 2 assets have been getting from buyers, developers, and exchange-traded funds, ETFs. This doesn't surprise me. There is something we should pay more attention to than we do right now. Numerous individuals fail to notice this, but I will keep stressing how important it is for us to do so because it shows that all the parts of the strategy are coming together. Finally, Blue Chip gives Circle's USDC a B upgrade. This should be a wake-up call for a stablecoin worth more than 72 billion that helps with foreign payments, money transfers, and jobs in the finance industry. You were given a ranking for Ripple RLSD earlier this month. This is because it is the first stablecoin that is fully backed by US bonds and money market funds and is controlled by the NYDFS. The company that has it is BNI Mellon. The most current ratings are shown in the table below. This one, Gemini and POISD are also growing, but RLSD is projected to gain a lot of speed because it has been growing so quickly. I think this is where it will be used even more in the future as the XRP ledger is added, more people become interested in tokenization and the use of the XRP ledger for payments across international borders. Of course, it's possible that other groups are interested in learning how to apply our US. That's when things really start to get interesting when it comes to control. Let's look at the prices. After a long time, there's been a big drop within over the last 24 hours, which is great to see. And once more, we're not too worried because Bitcoin is above our confirmation number 115,000 right now. It went up to a high point of less than 6,300, but then it went down a little. We are, however, past our confirmation level, which is what I meant when I said we should pay attention to how Bitcoin is holding. 17. Remember that job I talked about yesterday that was worth 3. Since then, the extra to Bitcoin has been going up. I brought that up. It was interesting to see how the prices slowly went up and really filled up this week. Things are going well so far. Once again, we've gone above the $3 key area, which is a big problem for staying above this 305 mark. The goal has not changed. Start at 312 and work your way down. Of course, I understand that means we can start testing again for that week, which we saw about 24 hours ago. So far, everything is going as planned. The extra piece price is something you know about, is not something you can really argue against when Zoom's price finding feature is taken into account. That's only a 20.4% move from where we are now. In my opinion, this is the most important event in history, whether it's something legal or not. After that brand new high point was reached, that makes everyone happy, because some people want to try the 380 level again. This is what's happening. Still, this number is thought to be an unofficial all-time high because a lot of trades did not record it as such. We will do it one step at a time. So far, everything is going according to plan.